What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another gaming channel. I'm AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Heavy Rain. Last video we met the second character, Patrick Shelby. At least I think it's something Shelby. I'm 90% sure it's Patrick. Either way, the private detective. We're about to meet the FBI agent in this little chapter. Also in last video, Ethan Mars put his kid to sleep and then like blacked out or something, and when he woke up, he was in the street, holding a weird origami thing. So what's it all mean? As always, I mean, this game came out in 2010. Please, to anybody, I question how many people haven't seen this game already or know what happens, know the general storyline. But please, as always, no spoilers in the comments.
Please step back. Agent Norman Jaden, FBI. You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden? Yeah, of course.
Okay, Norman Jaden is a terrible name for a character, if you ask me.
Check. You can pass. I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around? I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. As always, it's just something I always like to make sure people know. Please don't post spoilers just in case somebody's watching this for the first time or whatever. It's important.
Video memo recording, Agent 47023, Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m.
God, why is it blinking? Oh, oops, I missed a button press there.
Unrelated to the investigation. When did they find the body?
Excuse me, but who are you exactly?
Norman Jaden, FBI.
If you want to ask questions, you should speak to Lieutenant Blake, sir.
Ignore the fact that I'm wearing sunglasses in the rain.
Does it always rain like this? It rains every fall. Doesn't it do that where you come from?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. I was just looking for him. Do you know where he is? Thanks. Is that a coffee you're drinking there?
There's some in the thermos behind you. Help yourself.
It's pretty chilly, huh?
God, these guys are looking at you like you're an asshole, dude. Yeah, I drank my coffee all at once. Never mind just horribly scalding my mouth.
Harry Cameron, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
trying to pick up the clues. I guess before we look at the body and everything, I guess we should talk to the detective.
Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
Why am I walking so much faster?
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Has the body been identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today.
Do we know the cause of death?
There are no marks on the body. Chances are he was drowned, like the others.
This doesn't help that the camera's like flipping around all over.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
You don't find proof sitting behind a desk. We're not in the habit of trampling things into the ground, even if we're not in the FBI.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Has the time of death been established?
Based on the rigor mortis, must be less than 6 hours ago. We should know more once the coroner has had a look. Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jade, come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Yeah. I have a feeling you really like people like me then. It looks like a Witcher scent trail. Something like that.
Some orchid pollen. The concentration of pollen in the air is quickly decreasing because of the rain, but it gets higher in the direction of the body. Harry, comment. The victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. An orchid was placed on the victim's chest. A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death. The victim is Jeremy Bowles, declared missing 5 days ago. See reference file. Superficial wound on the right thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
Looks like we got everything. let's follow this pollen trail.
Comment. Pollen particles disappear into tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail. Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry, comment. There are traces of blood on the fence behind the railroad line. It comes from the victim. The killer came this way with the body and probably grazed it on his way through the fence.
Oh, goody. Oh, crap. I suck. Now my suit's all dirty. I look like a punk. God damn it. It's how they're having me hold these buttons is really obnoxious. It's the positioning of the buttons on the controller that I find to be the... Damn it. I'm letting up. That time I confused my left with my right. That one was just because I'm dumb. Let go of circle, hold R1. Let go of triangle, hold L1. Let go of R1, hold X. There we go. I just have to say it out loud. Finally made it.
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Alright, so we're still on the trail.
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car.
Think I've seen all there is to see.
Oh, crap. Nope, okay.
I think I've seen enough. Better get back to the station before I catch pneumonia. Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims.
Yes, we can take off our cool augmented reality shades. I guess that's what I'd call them. I don't know what to call them. You know, I see... Oh, we're going back to Ethan now. See, I see aspects of some sort of bat.
A bat.
Wolf.
A wolf's head.
It's a crab.
A crab.
It looks like Grim Reapers.
Death.
What are we having, a CAT scan at the top of a church?
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal.
Or excuse me, an MRI.
From the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death.
Well, we can. Should we is a question.
He's a very solitary kid, you know, very focused within himself. He's really close to his mother. With me, he's more distant.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
I no longer want to live. I have no reason to continue.
Not even for your son, Sean.
I couldn't save Jason. Sean doesn't need a father like me.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
I sometimes have these blackouts. Times when I don't know what I'm doing. I recover consciousness sometime later, but I'm someplace else. And I have no idea how I got there. Do you think this could be related to the accident?
You suffered a massive concussion and were in a coma for 6 months. We really don't know what effect a shock like that can have on the brain.
You know, I just noticed, like, if you looked at the top right,
we'll continue this.
it was showing the emotions that you were answering with. I didn't catch that. I never caught that. That's interesting.
You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
I mean, what? It's surviving but not living. You know, that segment with the FBI with the FBI agent. I have to kind of say, the stuff we're doing as Connor in not being human, and Detroit Become Human feels really similar to that.
Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm alright.
I mean, I think the stuff as Connor is better, but it's so similar.
Aren't you gonna go play?
I see the roots in this that became that in 2 games later.
Do you want to eat something?
That's not an answer, kid. That's how I'd answer, but that's not an answer.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay?
What's he putting his arm on? It looks like he's leaning on something, but he's not.
A boomerang? You know how to use it?
No, not really. I can never make it come back.
Can I give it a try?
You know, are you sure doing that in a crowded park is a good idea?
Whoa! You did it, Dad!
Do you want to give it a try?
I won't be able to do it.
Oh, come on, let's try it together. Now, the main thing is to get the right position at the beginning. Now, you gotta throw it straight and a little to the right. Now, throw it!
I did it! I did it, Dad!
Good job, Sean. See? That wasn't so hard.
Ah, he's a good kid.
I'll find something else to do with it. I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time. What do you think?
Yeah!
You know, I don't think I think he'll get on one side, and that you'll lift him, but he clearly does not weigh the same, if not more, than you.
Come on, Dad, make me fly!
Oh, okay, that's how we're doing this. I love how absolutely depressing this music is.
I bet I can push you so fast you won't be able to stay on it.
Great!
See, now that sounds dangerous, if you ask me. Now it sounds really fun. I'm just saying.
Go on, Dad, as fast as you can! Faster! Faster! Come on! Faster, faster!
I'm getting dizzy. I'm not even riding on the damn thing. Looks like he almost bowled over one of those other kids. See, I think that would be funny, though, to watch Ethan just, like, knock over a neighborhood child.
I think my head is spinning.
Good training for astronauts, though. Looks like rain's coming. I think we better go.
Okay.
Yeah, knock over that fat kid. don't think he was that fat. I think he was just wearing a
Sometimes
thick
I
coat.
remember before, I mean, when Jason was still here. Sometimes I wish everything could just be the way it was before.
Me too, Sean. Me too.
See, I think he still loves you. You know, he's just a little bit more quiet about it. God, that kid's got a weird looking face. I'm just saying he's not a main character or anything. It's just, ugh. Oh God, what's with the camera? There we.
Hey, Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure. Go pick a horse and get on. I'll get a ticket. One, please.
That's $1.
But to have a blackout there. Yep. Oh God. I was spacing out there. I totally missed the... right there. There's the death of the character. See, I would actually argue that, and I'm sure I'm going to get... There were people who would say, well, there's 4 main characters to this game. See, that's true. But I would actually argue that Ethan is the main character. I mean, he's basically the one who, without this, I think most of this game wouldn't be as good as it is. Because, I mean, the game kind of centers around the serial killer and his, well, we're seeing it now, basically kidnapped child. And, you know, he basically goes through a bunch of, like, Saw-like scenarios to try and, you know, appease the guy to get his kid back. That sort of thing. Where was I going with that? It's just with the FBI director, the journalist lady, and the private detective. They're all important, but at the end of the day, I think Ethan is really the main guy. Ooh, we've unlocked a new bonus. Ooh, I wonder what it could be. See, I don't get why it strobes like that. Is it supposed to be doing that, or is it just like something between, like, on the PS4 version? Because that's just weird.
Do you think it's gonna take long?
No, he should be finished soon.
See, I would love to have these glasses for this exact reason as to what's about to happen. That doesn't. It's not like that doesn't look like he's losing his mind. Oh, my suit's all muddy from the last time we played as him.
I'm off, Charlene. I'll look at the reports later. Oh, cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, Captain. Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI is here.
Jaden, of course. We've been expecting you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you mind tagging along? We can talk as we walk.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to introduce myself before getting started, but perhaps there's a better time.
No, it's fine. I just have to get to the press conference. We have them every day now. Believe me, it's not always easy finding something to tell them. Fortunately, today we have some news.
No.
Met Lieutenant Blake yet?
Yeah, we met this morning.
He has his own methods, but he's a good cop. I'm sure you'll get them well together. Do you know how to tie a knot in a necktie?
I guess.
Why do you not?
To be frank with you, I could have done without the FBI on this one, but the press are all over us. This origami killer case crept up on us, and it's fast becoming a national concern. There are hundreds of killers in this country, but what do you know? This guy is exotic. He leaves flowers and origami figures. Work that one out, and the press get onto it, and we suddenly become the center of the universe.
I'm here to arrest a serial killer. With all due respect, sir, the rest of it, it's none of my business.
No, of course not. All I'm asking is that you make progress, and fast. The press want a perpetrator, and we're gonna have to serve him up on a silver platter. Not bad.
Why were we tying your necktie, dude? Why do you not know how to do that?
Show you to your office. Yeah, check in on the press conference if you're interested. It'll give you an idea of the political climate around here.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the club, Jaden.
I mean, what? He's got to be at least in his mid-40s to hold the police captain job like that. I mean, he's like I said. I mean, he's got to be in his mid-40s. So how does he not know how to tie a necktie? I'm 24 and I know how to tie a necktie. I've known how to tie a necktie since high school.
The body of Jeremy Bowles was found this morning on a patch of wasteland in the East End.
It would help if I wasn't walking into some sort of wall.
He was reported missing. We conducted tomorrow to determine the exact cause of death, but going from first indications, it would seem that he drowned. The state in which the body was found suggests the methodology of the origami killer. The investigation should confirm this in the coming days. The police are continuing to work around the clock to find the murderer as quickly as possible. I'll field some questions. Yes.
You said the methodology indicated another victim for the origami killer. Can you be more specific?
An origami figure was found in the victim's hand, and an orchid was placed on his chest. His face was covered with mud, but there were no visible traces of violence to the body. Go ahead.
The Zodiac killer was never identified. Perhaps the origami killer will never be found either.
What kind of bullshit question is that?
For the moment, the killer may think he's invulnerable, but in the end he'll make a mistake and we'll be there to arrest him. Yes?
I'm a journalism major. I've said this before.
Ransom note explaining his actions.
That kind of question is something that all my professors would tell me is a bullshit question. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying you need to study whatever to be an expert. I'm nowhere near an expert, and I'm not like on the job or anything. I'm just a student. But it's just
Were slow to take an interest in
what kind of question is that? Do you think this guy will be found ever?
What do you say to that?
That's absurd. The police make no distinctions between victims based on their social class. It is true that the origami killer seems to choose his victims from the more impoverished parts of town. The higher crime rate in these areas makes the investigation more difficult. Time for a couple more. Yes.
There are rumors that the FBI has sent a profiler to help with the investigation. Is that true?
You seem to be well informed. Yes, we asked the FBI to send us a profiler to help us with this investigation. We were planning to announce this in the next few days, but it seems that won't be necessary.
According to certain sources, the town hall's been applying pressure to avoid any mention of a serial killer in order not to have an adverse effect on the mayor's election campaign. Do you have anything to say about that?
Pure speculation. At no time has the mayor been involved in this investigation, except to support the efforts of the police force, of course. Thank you for your cooperation.
One question, please, sir. One last question.
Captain Perry, one more question, please.
All right, we did our duty, and when we listened, I guess it wasn't even our duty really, but we listened to the press conference. Let's go talk about our office.
I'm ready to start. Maybe we should kick off by talking about the case?
I have some work to finish here. Let's talk about that later, if you don't mind.
Okay. No problem. Just let me know when you're available.
I have a feeling they don't like you.
I should get Perry's assistant to show me my office. I can't wait to get to work. This investigation is starting to give me the creeps. Get a hold of yourself, man. I'm dying of thirst. Where's the water cooler when you need one?
I love little details like this, like you get like water or whatever, but I just think it's why put this in here? This is such a weird thing to.
I'll have a look around the station. Stretch my legs for a bit.
Collection for Larry's promotion present. Once again, why is that strobing?
Case is front page news in all the papers. It's not going to be easy investigating a crime under the glare of all this publicity. Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenants. We bought the same model each year for the past 20 years for each promotion. It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind of thing that always goes down well. You can contribute to our fund if you like. We're still a few dollars short.
Congratulate Larry on my behalf.
I'll be sure to do that, sir.
Yeah, we should probably want to keep the cops on our side, not piss them off.
Yes, of course. Follow me.
You know what I mean? I think it's best not to piss off the police. I'm stuck in a fax machine.
This is my office?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay, time to work.
Can I hang up my suit jacket? I suppose not. Just knocks the phone over too. Just gonna leave that stuff sitting on the ground. Alright.
Step 1. Change the office.
Cool, we're in some sort of weird fish tank. Oh, that's cool. Like that screenshot. Before I make my decision. Jeez, I like a lot of those. I think this is my favorite. There we go.
The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83.
Okay, so we can't geoanalyze the Chevy.
No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. A common species. That doesn't help much.
What if I want to geoanalyze the orchid?
The orchid is a common species. It can be found at any flower shop.
Okay, so let's check the files. Oh, that's cool.
Eight victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later. Drowned in rainwater.
Ow.
Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned. Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on. The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car, He's probably employed, but his work allows him free time.
Yeah, assuming geoanalyzing this isn't gonna... Alright. Oh crap, that's what the environment thing is. Clear that. And the map. So that's really all we have right now. So really we don't have much.
Here we go again. I better go wash my face. I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist.
Apparently this is
It's all right. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
this is somehow connected to the to his glasses.
Is everything all right, Tim?
No one must see.
Are we zooming over to Ethan? Yeah.
This is Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Marsh. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about... $4:15. Yeah, that's it, 4:15. I remember exactly because I looked at the clock in the park when we arrived.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat.
Yeah, it was beige, wasn't it?
A beige coat. And a pair of pants.
Oh, shoot. I'm brown.
Brown pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
Who pronounces it carousel? Oh, crap.
I went for a short walk around the park, just for a few minutes. When I got back, the carousel had stopped, and Sean wasn't there.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I searched the whole neighborhood for him. I thought he couldn't have gone far.
Did Sean have any particular difficulties, Mr. Mars? Anything that might have caused him to run away?
Sean is a sensitive child. Our relationship has been a little difficult recently.
Everything okay at school? Any particular problems between you and your wife?
My wife and I have been separated for the last 6 months. But Sean would not have gone off without telling his mother and me.
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight. We'll contact you if we have any more questions.
Do you think the origami killer...
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple hours.
But what if it is the origami killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
Oh, that's comforting, dude. The parents like, oh, what if my son was caught by a serial killer? Well, then you're screwed.
Did they find something?
No.
She's about to take him. She's about to take him to the cleaners right here. But starts screaming at him.
Do they think it's the...
Oh, okay. She's not started yet.
It's still too early to say. But it is a possibility.
What happened, Ethan? How could you lose Sean like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason?
There it is.
I'm sorry. It's not what I meant to say.
Why is she moving like that? Like, that's just...
I miss him so much.
I mean, and see, like you're seeing her. Oh, we're going back to Shelby. You're seeing her like kind of like in the back, just kind of like swaying like that. I've said this in other video, like other series where they have that. It's kind of like people are like marionettes on strings. I get why they do it. It's to show the characters like it has life and isn't just basically just standing there as a husk. But I feel it's too far in one direction. It's too far of a correction because it just looks weird. But all right, guys, that's going to about do it for this one. I just want to say, as always, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember, you can always find me over on Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name is AJ Gels, and this is the Gaming Channel. I'm out.